Hi there, I hope you're having a wonderful week. And I wanted to make you this video today to share a tip with you about motivation that has recently been really helpful for me. You may know, maybe you don't, that about 2 months ago I left my full-time job to work at home and be a working from home momtrepreneur is what I like to call it, working on my coaching business. And so it has been a really awesome experience so far. I love the level of freedom that I have in being able to play with my daughter and do whatever I want or whatever I need to do. But the challenge that I've really been facing is staying on a really disciplined routine and having structure in place, specifically structure for when it comes to working on my business and having an actual work schedule. It's been really hard to stick to that since I'm at home all the time. And what I've been finding is that I go through what are basically productivity waves, where there'll be several days or several weeks where I have a lot of momentum, a lot of motivation. I'm feeling good, getting a ton of work done. And then it feels like out of nowhere, I literally crash and I'm sitting in this slump where I don't really want to do anything. And the reason it's concerning is because it normally lasts for several days and sometimes even more than a week. And for a while, I would just go along with the slump and think, okay, I'm just not motivated. I guess I can't work on my business. And I would do other things. I'd find projects to do around the house. I'd clean things. I'd do laundry, which those things ultimately need to get done. But I was really just doing them, hoping that in the midst of doing that, I would randomly feel motivated to work on my business. And to be honest, that didn't really go that well for me. So I would be in these slumps for days and even more than a week. And one thing that was really helpful is I started reading this book, share it with you, by John Maxwell, and it's called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Live them and reach your potential. Love it. And in the first 10 pages, I'm addicted to this book, but literally within the first 10 pages, the topic of motivation comes up. And John Maxwell explains how getting motivated or feeling motivated is really just a trap, because motivation doesn't just randomly strike you. Motivation is a byproduct, and it's a byproduct of being in action. So realizing that, I just want to pause so we can all absorb that. Realizing that was incredibly helpful for me because I was sitting around thinking that the motivation was literally just going to come at me and I'd start working. And what I realized by reading that part of the book was that it didn't matter that I didn't feel motivated. I needed to sit my butt down in my chair in front of my computer and get to work. And it would actually be me doing the work that would result in me feeling motivated. And so that's exactly what I started to do. And it was incredible. And this tip has been really helpful recently because now when I get into a slump, I'll give myself, a day or a half a day to just rest and relax and not work at all. But I'm able to really quickly jump back into action and get done what needs to be done instead of hanging out on this productivity funk for several days or even a week. So I hope that's helpful for you. And really, what the takeaway here is if there's something you know you need to do or something you've been putting off because you just haven't felt motivated, I get it. I've totally been there. But using this tip, what you do is you're going to go ahead and start working on whatever it is. If it's something small you need to get done, just get it done. Or maybe you want to work a little bit on a big project, sit down and work on it for 30 minutes. And chances are that at the end of that 30 minutes, you're going to feel so good about what you've just accomplished that you are going to be motivated to keep going. So motivation isn't just going to come down and strike you like lightning. Motivation is going to come by you being in action. So you taking the steps to get into action is going to result in the motivation that you're looking for. So again, this has been really helpful for me and it was too good not to share with you. So I hope you enjoy it and I'd love to hear about your experience with this. Have a wonderful day.